Welcome everyone, this is David here, bringing you another SC2 tutorial on how to micro early game Protoss units. In this part of the lesson, I will be showing you how to use Blink.
Very well.
But first, let's have 30 roaches attack into 20 Stalkers and see what the battle really looks like. So, I can tell you just from experience that this battle is going to be very one-sided. Roaches are, they have pretty good DPS, and even with some of the roaches in the back not attacking, they're going to completely overrun your Stalker army. Stalkers, they don't have the greatest DPS, and they just die really quickly. What can I say? So the Zerg player will have 13 units remaining, and 13 roaches in your base is not going to make you happy. You're probably going to rage quit. Let's say you learn something for next game, and you get this great upgrade called Blink. The basis of blinking against roaches especially, is very simple. It's just like many other micro tricks you can use. You just blink black. You just blink back your weakened Stalkers, the ones that are getting attacked. They're going to be attacking the front line of Stalkers. You just blink them back, so that instead of dying, you get them to, maybe like half health or a little bit lower, and the roaches will be attacking into a fresh pack of Stalkers, while the ones in the back, while the ones that were getting attacked are still attacking instead of dying. So you will keep that damage output, which is the most important thing, while your opponent's roaches will be dying. So let's use Blink Micro. So it's going to attack the front line. You notice which ones are getting attacked, you blink it back. For beginning players, it might take a while to get used to this, but this has saved me a lot of games, so it should save you a lot of games. So I'm not doing a very great job right now, but I'm doing good enough that I'll win the battle. Let's just keep it at that, okay? So the Zerg player's gonna run away, and you're gonna trap him and just like dance in front of his face and just like BM him. So I have 9 units remaining. I have almost half my Stalker army, and that's a really great position to be in. So what I don't like a lot of players doing is when they fight, they blink their Stalkers all the way to the back. Against roaches, all you gotta do is just blink them to the back of your army. You don't have to do anything more than that. And this does require some precision, so just keep practicing and you'll get it. That's why you see a lot of pros going for like a 7-gate blink +2 attack against Zerg, because they're so confident that they can be cost efficient with their blink Stalkers. Okay guys, next on the list is Stalkers versus Stalkers. And this is very important because this is something you would likely see in a PvP, like early game PvP, 5 Stalkers versus 5 Stalkers. So, I'm not going to use Blink, but I'm going to pull back my injured Stalkers, which is just as effective. You don't absolutely have to have Blink to micro Stalkers, okay? And another thing I would like you to do is target fire. You want to have as many of your Stalkers alive and firing as possible, while destroying your opponent's Stalkers systematically one by one, because you want them to have less damage output, and you will, exponentially win the fight. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to target this Stalker first. I'm going to bring this one back because it's getting attacked pretty heavily, and I'm going to just keep target firing and bringing back weakened Stalkers. So already you can see I'm probably not even going to lose a Stalker. All I did was pull back weakened Stalkers, and you might have seen me pull back 2 Stalkers at one time there, and all you have to do is click on one, hold shift and click on another one. So if you see 2 units in the red, just quickly get one, shift click the other one, move it back, and just bring it right back into the fight. And they're going to be attacking the Stalkers with full health or more health, while the low health Stalkers are still damaging the opponent's Stalker. So this can really change the game in any situation. Alright guys, so we just saw how to micro Stalkers against Stalkers. Now I'm going to show you how to micro Zealots against Zealots. And this may seem silly to some players, but this is actually extremely important. What if your opponent proxy 2 gates you, and you put down your own 2 gates, but you don't micro and your opponent does? You will lose the game. What you want to do is make sure that, first of all, your Zealots, when they engage, all of them attack at once. If my opponent sends in Zealots in like this, the stalker in the back this stalker particularly will not be attacking for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and that's enough to lose you the fight. So, but let's say both of you are smart and you spread your zealots out, and you attack into each other. The important thing about this is you need to pull back your zealot that is getting damaged the most and bring it back so that instead of dying, it keeps attacking. So I couldn't really explain it too well because I was busy microing. It was a pretty quick fight, but you see I have 4 zealots left, right? So if you were proxy getting the guy, you basically win the game right there. You let your shield charge a little bit, and you go in for another attack, and you basically win the game. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to micro in a PvP where it's very common to have 6 Stalkers and 2 Zealots out in the beginning of the game if both of you are, you know, maybe 4 gating or something, right? So the important lesson to take away from this is Stalkers do a lot more damage to armored units. So there's really no point in attacking Zealots that are light. You're only going to do 10 damage, and when you reach their actual health, they have 1 armor. So you're only going to be doing 9 damage at that point. So you need to be smart and focus fire your opponent's Stalkers. So you're going to target the Stalkers. So I'm the red player here. While he's attacking my Zealots with his Stalkers, I'm going to be running around, target firing his Stalkers systematically. And eventually, I want to get to the point where I have Stalkers and he only has Zealots. And since Stalkers have a higher movement speed than Zealots, you can just kite the Zealots all day long. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so he attacks into me. I'm going to take out his Stalkers first. I don't care about his Zealots. He can take my Zealots all day long. I don't really care. So, and I'm moving along, making sure that I try not to get attacked by the Zealots. It's a little bit hard sometimes, and I could be doing a lot better job at that right now. But right now, I have 3 Stalkers left, and I killed all his Stalkers. Since my Stalkers are faster than his Zealots, I can just run away all day long, and just targeting his Zealots without getting a single hit on me. So that is how you micro in a PvP when both of you go 4 gate. Let me get that. Okay.